Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our live session about nationalities. It is very good to see you and starting this Saturday with some Spanish. Some of you have told me that this is the best way to start your weekend, and I agree. So, good morning. Hola, Julia. ¿Qué tal? Good morning. Good to see you. Liz, good to see you. Thank you for joining. So, today we're going to cover the topic of nationalities. But right now you should have the level in order to know how to transform nationalities and how to come from a country to the place of origin of a person. Now, there are certain rules that we need to keep revising, to keep updated on how to construct them. And as you know, nationalities in Spanish, they are affected by the gender and also by the number of people you are referring to. So, welcome, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. And we're going to start with the rules. I want to revise them very quickly so then we can start our crossword. Today is going to be a crossword. So let's go. So about nationalities in Spanish, as I said, they are affected by the number of people you're talking about and by the gender as well. And we have four rules. The first one is the nationalities which the singular masculine ends in O, the most common ones. For example, country Mexico, singular masculine, mexicano, singular feminine, mexicana, plural masculine, mexicanos, plural feminine, mexicanas. Now, the good news is that these are the most common ones. So you have countries like China, chino, china, chinos, chinas, Nigeria, nigeriano, nigeriana, nigerianos, nigerianas, etc. So that's our first rule. The second rule is when the masculine ends in E or E. For example, Canada, canadiense, singular feminine, canadiense, so it doesn't change. Plural masculine, canadienses, and plural feminine, canadienses as well. So it doesn't change. Estados Unidos, the long one, estadounidense, estadounidenses, same rule. And we have countries that actually end in E. Israelí, israelí, o marroquí, marroquí, marroquíes. Okay. Rule number 3, that would be when the singular masculine ends in a consonant. For example, Francia, francés, francesa, franceses, francesas. Now, the key point here is that when it's a plural masculine, it will end in es, es. Escocia, escocés, escocesa, escoceses, escocesas, etc., etc. And because it's Spanish, we have special cases, not a lot, but here are some examples. For example, Bélgica, it's belga for both masculine and feminine. Belga, belga, belgas, belgas. Chipre, chipriota, chipriota, chipriotas, chipriotas. So there you have it. These are the rules that we're going to be talking about. I will put it in the chat so you can go back if you need it while we're doing our crossword and, revise. So this topic is very important because these little rules sometimes actually they slip, and we need to keep reminding how to use them. So in order to remind us, we're going to do our crossword now. Here we have a crossword of nationalities. Please remember the rules of the crossword. I am going to read the definition and then you are going to give me the answer in the chat. In this case, they're going to be nationalities, but I want you to try to accord them to the gender and the number. I think you can do this. I believe in you. Let's see. Let's do number one. Danny Boy es considerado como un himno. Himno means anthem. Danny Boy es considerado como un himno. So we need the nationality of that song. Now, be very careful because you have to think, do I have to put it in feminine or masculine? So in this case, if you see himno, himno is masculine, masculine singular. So Danny Boy es considerado como un himno. So the song Danny Boy is considered to be a anthem. So how do we say this nationality? If you don't know how to write it down in Spanish, it's not a problem. You can give it to me in English, and then we will do it together because we're also trying to practice comprehension, of course, of these little sentences. Any ideas, guys? If not, I will give it to you as the first one. Let's go. So, Danny Boy es considerado como un himno irlandés. There you have it. Irish. Muy bien, Liz. It was Irish. Excelente. Julia, Irlando. Almost. Good guess. But remember, we say irlandés. Irlandés for masculine. Irlandesa for feminine. Let's move on to number two. Number two, and then we have an R as the third letter. Madeira y Azores son islas. So Madeira y Azores son islas. So islas, a plural, and isla is a feminine. So how are we going to express this nationality? Good morning, Liza. Good to see you. And we have our first answer, portuguesas. Well done. Muy bien, Lynn. Good morning, Lynn. Holder, portuguesas. That's correct. Portuguesas because it's feminine. Isla is a feminine word. So portuguesas. Ooh, that's not well spelled. Portuguesas. That's it. Excelente. Continuamos. Vamos con el número 3. Oh, number 3 is a long one. Let's see. And it starts with A. La Ópera de Sidney es un teatro inaugurado en el año 1973. So again, be careful with the gender in this case. La Ópera de Sidney es un teatro inaugurado en el año 1973. What do you guys think? La Ópera de Sidney es un teatro inaugurado en el año 1973. I'm trying to trick you here, guys. What is it? Lynn is betting for australiano. Liza is betting for australiana. Oh, so we have Team Australiano and Team Australiana. What do you guys think? La Ópera de Sidney es un teatro inaugurado en el año 1973. And our answer in this case would be australiano. Why? Australiano. The reason, muy bien, Julia, australiano, excelente, and Liz, con O, muy bien. And the reason is because we have that word teatro. So teatro is a masculine word. Even though, I was trying to trick you with that Ópera de Sidney, which is feminine, but then when you have the noun teatro, that is the noun that the nationality is according to. And of course, it's masculine and singular, so we have to respect australiano. Excelente, muy bien. Continuamos con el número 5. There is an E towards the end. El dragón es un dragón rojo que aparece en la bandera de su país. El dragón es un dragón rojo que aparece en la bandera de su país. So, ¿qué tenemos como respuesta? Karen, buenos días, Karen. Good to see you. No te preocupes, bienvenida. So, guys, 5. El dragón, 2 syllables, es un dragón rojo que aparece en la bandera de su país. ¿Qué tenemos? Lisa, very good. So that is our answer, galés. El dragón galés es un símbolo, es un dragón rojo que aparece en la bandera de su país, Welsh. Muy bien, Julia, excelente, galés. Muy bien, Len, galés. So, el dragón galés, the Welsh dragon, is a red dragon that appears on the flag of its country. That's basically what we're saying. Excelente. Seguimos con el número 4. So we have a G towards the end as well. Cuando voy a Atenas, siempre trato de visitar los templos antiguos. Son maravillosos. Cuando voy a Atenas, siempre trato de visitar los templos antiguos. Son maravillosos. So the noun we are according here would be templos, being masculine and being plural. Now, what is the nationality and how are we going to accord it? Cuando voy a Atenas, siempre trato de visitar los templos antiguos. Son maravillosos. Muy bien, Liz. El país, the country is Greece, of course. And we have a first answer from Pam Pam, griegos. Excelente. Esa es nuestra respuesta. Griegos. So that is a tricky word. Muy bien, Karen, as well. Griegos, because the country is Grecia, but then it changes completely the structure. It is an irregular nationality. So from Grecia, we go to griegos. Muy bien, Lisa. Excelente. Griegos. Continuamos. Vamos con el número 8. Let's do number 8. We have an N towards the end. El tango es un baile sudamericano de movimientos coordinados y complicados. Se baila tradicionalmente en pareja. So, el tango es un baile sudamericano de movimientos coordinados y complicados. Se baila tradicionalmente en pareja. So, what do we have? Lisa is giving us our answer. El tango argentino. Muy bien, excelente. El tango argentino. And remember that pronunciation, guys, very important. Argentino. That G always have to come. Excelente. Continuamos. Vamos con el número 6. 6, we have kind of like a long one, but let's see what it is. Edith Piaf y Georges Brassens son dos cantantes de los años 50. Edith Piaf y Georges Brassens son dos cantantes de los años 50. So what is it gonna be, guys? So we have two singers, Edith Piaf y Georges Brassens. Now, remember, what are we going to accord the nationality in terms of gender? That is what is interesting in this answer. And we have Julia telling us franceses. Muy bien, excelente, Julia. Karen, franceses. And we have Lisa telling francesos and Liz, franceses. So, Team Frances. Oh, Hazel. Good morning, Hazel. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So, in this case, guys, the answer is franceses. Remember, Frances is the rule of the nationalities ending in S, as in Frances. And the rule of this says that when it's masculine and plural, we have to put ES at the end, not OS. So that's it. And of course, we consider it masculine because even though we're talking about Edith Piaf, we have Georges Brassens, who is a man. So we have to transform it into masculine plural noun. So there you have it. Very common rule to skip sometimes. Don't forget, when you have francés, inglés, escocés, galés, all these nationalities ending in S in masculine singular, when you do it in plural, it has to be ES at the end. Continuamos. Número 13. Where is it? Here it is. We have an E towards the middle. 13. Greenwich, Richmond y Bushy son parques reales localizados en Londres. So linked to the question, the previous question, Greenwich, Richmond y Bushy son parques reales localizados en Londres. What is it going to be? What's the nationality? We have it in plural. We have it in masculine. So, what is the answer? Greenwich, Richmond y Bushy son parques reales localizados en Londres. Any ideas? So we have Hazel betting for ingleses. Muy bien. Lisa, tenemos ingleses. And that is just excellent, guys. That is our answer. Ingleses. So same rule as before, because we have the nationality Inglés. Now, when you do it in plural, we don't say inglesos, we say ingleses with ES at the end. Perfecto, Julia. Excelente. Ingleses. Lynn, muy bien. Well done. And we move on to number 7. Ooh, so 7 is kind of long, and we have an A and we have an E. Let's see. El hockey sobre hielo es el deporte más popular. Fue jugado por primera vez en Montreal. El hockey sobre hielo es el deporte más popular. Fue jugado por primera vez en Montreal. So I know you know the nationality. I know you know the country, sorry. So try the nationality. You can do this. Let's see. Now we have Liz telling us the correct answer. Excellent, Liz. Canadiense. Karen, canadiense. Muy bien. Ashama, good morning, Ashama. Canadiense. Excelente. Julia, canadiense. Well done, guys. This is not an easy one because it's really long. Canadiense. And there we have it. Remember, both for masculine, both for feminine, they don't change. Canadiense. Muy bien. Seguimos. Número 10. Oh, finally, we got a short one. Let's see. Short one, but not necessarily easy. La Comisión Europea se encuentra en la ciudad de Bruselas. La Comisión Europea se encuentra en la ciudad de Bruselas. So, let's see. What do we have? La Comisión Europea se encuentra en la ciudad de Bruselas. We have team, Karen is betting for belga, Hazel belga, and Liza belga. That is our answer. Very well done, Liz, as well. Belga. That's the way, oh, not bella, belga. That's the way we say the nationality from Belgium, of course, belga. Excelente. What is, we have a comment here. Ashama, yay, this is fun. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Ashama. This is fun as well for me. Moving on, let's go to 15. Oh, 15, we have an N as a second letter. El Taj Mahal es un templo hecho de mármol blanco. So be careful this, because we're careful here, because we're talking about the nationality, not the religion. El Taj Mahal es un templo hecho de mármol blanco. What do we have? Ashama is giving us the answer. Indio. Muy bien. Karen, India, but templo is masculine. So we have India. We have 3 letters, guys. Liz, Indio. Karen, Indio. Muy bien. Hazel, Indio. That is our answer. And Julia, Indio. Well done. That was really well done. Indio. Why? Because we are talking about a temple. Un templo, masculine, singular, and really well done, because a lot of people say Hindu, but that's the religion, not the nationality. So when you're talking about a person from India, we say whether it's Indio or India, just like the country. Muy bien, excelente. Seguimos. Let's go with number 20, which starts with A. La comida típica más conocida es el haggis. Very difficult. This dish, it always comes actually for this country, but it's like the obvious one to use. La comida típica más conocida es el haggis. Now, what it's interesting here, what I'm trying to push you to do, is to analyze. Okay, is this masculine? Is this feminine? Is this plural? Is this singular? How am I going to accord the nationality to this? So Liz is going to give it's giving us the country, which is great. Escocia, Scotland. So we have that covered. Escocia. So how do we say Scotland? La comida, let's see again. La comida típica de Escocia. How do we call it? La comida típica más conocida es el haggis. And we have our answer from Hazel. Well done. Escocesa. Lynn is giving us as well, escocesa, just with a C. Julia, excelente, Julia, escocesa. That is our answer. Muy bien, guys, escocesa. That's how we say Scottish in feminine singular, escocés in masculine. Muy bien. Seguimos con el número 16 para abajo. Sin duda alguna, ABBA es el grupo musical más exitoso. What do we have here? So, sin duda alguna, ABBA es el grupo musical más exitoso. So, I'm sure you know the country, but I included this one because we always tend to forget how to say this nationality. Very similar to Switzerland. So how do we say grupo musical, masculine and singular, and how we are looking for what are we looking for? We have our answer. Excellent, Julia. Sueco. Karen Sueco, and that is our answer. Swedish. That's what we're looking for. Sueco. Sueca. And the country is Suecia. Muy bien, Carrie. Carrie, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome. And Lynn is giving us the answer as well. Muy bien, Lynn. Liz, excelente. Well done, guys. Let's move on to 17 down. We have an A. El gran es una de las razas de perro más grande del mundo. Like, so if you like dogs, and you know about breeds, this is the one that we're going to use. El gran, two syllables, es una de las razas de perro más grande del mundo. El gran es una de las razas de perro más grande del mundo. So basically, we're looking for the Great Dane, or Danish in this case. Do you guys know how to say this one? People from Dinamarca, el gran. We have one try here. Liza, Dano, not far, not very far. But in this case, I'll give you this one because it's not easy. Danes. So that's how we say Danish. Liz, well done. Well done. Danes. Muy bien. For masculine and for feminine is danesa. Oh, we have a question from Ashama. Can you please tell us how often you do live streams? Every Saturday, Ashama, at 9 a.m. UK time, we do our live streams, whether it's a crossword or a quiz. That's the time. And can you tell us where you learned Spanish? Oh, I am Mexican, Ashama, so Spanish is my native language. So yeah, that's how I learned it back home. Thank you. Thank you for your questions. Okay, moving on. Let's do 23, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 23. Long one. Let's see. Barack Obama fue el primer presidente de ascendencia afroamericana. Barack Obama fue el primer presidente de ascendencia afroamericana. I know you love this word. Well, not all of you. So some of you would like to use the other option, which is americano, which is still used. I mean, people use it, but some people favor this one. Wow, Julia, excelente, muy bien, estadounidense. Estadounidense, excelente. Estadounidense for people from the US. Well done. Let's continue with number 9, another long one. Look at this. And we have an A towards the end. Let's see what we have here. For number 9, la Ciudad del Cabo y Johannesburgo son dos metrópolis. Another long one. So metrópoli, just give you a clue. Metrópoli is feminine in Spanish. And in this case, it has to be plural. So how do we say this? La Ciudad del Cabo y Johannesburgo son dos metrópolis. We have Lisa giving us the answer straight away. Excellent. Sudafricanas. Muy bien. Sudafricanas. Excelente, Lisa. Muy bien. Continuamos. Well, you guys covered the long ones. That is really well done. Let's go to number 22. Here we have it. 22. El imperio liderado y fundado por Gengis Khan fue el segundo más extenso del mundo. El imperio liderado y fundado por Gengis Khan fue el segundo más extenso del mundo. So, a little bit of history as well here. Why not? I mean, let's see. And Lisa is betting for Mongol. El imperio mongol, liderado por Gengis Khan, fue el segundo más extenso del mundo. And that is our answer. El imperio mongol. Muy bien. Continuamos. Vamos con el número 21. We have an E towards the middle. Be careful there. Let's see. Frida Kahlo fue una pintora conocida por sus autorretratos. Frida Kahlo fue una pintora conocida por sus autorretratos. What do we have? Okay, so Frida Kahlo, of course, feminine, singular. And what is the spell of this word? Frida Kahlo fue una pintora conocida por sus autorretratos. And Liz is telling us the answer. Muy bien, Liz. Mexicana. Mexicana. Excelente. Hazel, mexicana. Carrie, mexicana. And Karen is giving us the option of J, mexicana. It's true that some people in Spain, because in Latin America it will never happen, they favor the use of the J, mexicana, for this word. But actually it has changed and now we tend to use only the X now. That's but people still use it in Spain. But I would say favor the X. It's better. Muy bien. Continuamos. Vamos con el 19. 19. Aquí está. Ending in S. This one should be interesting. Moscú y San Petersburgo son ciudades de gran importancia. Moscú y San Petersburgo son ciudades de gran importancia. What do we have? What is this? Is it feminine? Is it plural? Is it masculine? Is it singular? What is it? Moscú y San Petersburgo son ciudades de gran importancia. What do we have? So Liz is telling us Rusos. Oh, Liz are Rusos. Liz Ruses. And our answer is Rusos. Rusos, seguros? Ruses, Ruses. Chicos, tenemos Moscú y San Petersburgo son ciudades. So it's feminine. So we need a. Rusas. Ciudad rusa. So that is the feminine of Russian. You remember, like, once you have this ruso, you know that when it's a feminine, it has to be a at the very end. So that is our answer. Karen, that is it. Rusas. Muy bien. Seguimos. Vamos con el 18. I like this one. Tal vez la melodía más pegajosa es la chica de Ipanema. Tal vez la melodía más pegajosa es la chica de Ipanema. Pegajosa means catchy. Like maybe the catchiest, and then the nationality, melody is La Chica de Ipanema, the girl from Ipanema. You know, like da-da, da-da, da, da, da. And we have our answer. Muy bien, excelente, Karen. Brasileña. Brasileña. with ñ, but here I cannot add them. So, well done. Brasileña. Continuamos. Vamos con el número 11. Let's do 11. Las pirámides son visitadas por miles de turistas cada año. Las pirámides son visitadas por miles de turistas cada año. So how do we say this? You know the country. I know you do. So 3 syllables. Las pirámides son visitadas por miles de turistas cada año. Who wants to give it a go? Let's see. Sin N, what do we have? Okay, I'll give you this one. Las pirámides egipcias. Tricky one because the country is Egipto with T, like in English, Egypt, like T. But when we change it in the nationality, we say egipcias with C. Almost Hazel, well done. Just instead of that T, you have to put C, egipcias. Muy bien. Let's go with 14. This one is interesting because we have an E at the end. So let's see what we have. El Burj Khalifa es un edificio y actualmente es el rascacielos más alto del mundo. Rascacielos meaning skyscraper. El Burj Khalifa es un edificio y actualmente es el rascacielos más alto del mundo. So, what is this building and where is it? Well done, Lisa. Emirati, almost. The answer is Emirati. Emirati from the Emirates. Excellent. Well done. So as you can see, we have, this is one of the nationalities ending in E. Not very common, but it's really important to know them because they do happen to appear once in a while. Continuamos con el 12. Let's do 12. Muchos directores, como Fellini y Bertolucci, han influenciado a numerosos directores de la actualidad. So we're talking about movies here. Muchos directores, como Fellini y Bertolucci, han influenciado a numerosos directores de la actualidad. So what are we going to say here? Lisa is betting for Italianos, Karen, Italianos, Julia, Italianos, and that is our answer. Excellent, Hazel, as well. Italianos. That's it. Well done. Let's move on to number 25. We're about to finish. Let's go. 25, we have an A as the second one, and then we have Me encanta la arquitectura. Por eso siempre viajo a Marrakech cada año. Here is another nationality with an E at the end. I'll give you that clue. So, me encanta la arquitectura. Por eso siempre viajo a Marrakech cada año. So I love architecture. That's why I always travel to Marrakech every year. So what is the nationality of that country? And arquitectura being feminine. And as I said, it would end in E. Me encanta la arquitectura. Por eso siempre viajo a Marrakech cada año. I'll give you this one because it's not common. We say Marroquí. Marroquí. Please use it because sometimes it comes out, this word, but when you know these the countries that are not very used commonly, It's always very impressive when you use them. So Marroquí, both for women and for men. Moving on, let's go to 24. 24 is the longest one. Let's see. La isla norte y la isla sur son dos islas. Auckland está en la primera y Christchurch en la segunda. Wow, I know. It's one of the longest nationalities in Spanish, to be honest. La isla norte y la isla sur son dos islas. Auckland está en la primera y Christchurch en la segunda. What do we have? Who wants to give it a go? So if you know the country as well, that would be good if you give me the country. La isla norte y la isla sur son dos islas. Auckland está en la primera y Christchurch en la segunda. So we have our first answers. Lisa is for Nuevo Zelandia. Liz, Nuevo Zelandas. Oh, well done. Let's see. Lynn is giving us the country. That's always really helpful. Nueva Zelanda. That is the country. And Karen is giving us the answer. Well done. Neozelandeses. Now, because we're talking about islas, that is feminine. So it should be neozelandesas. But well done. That is not an easy word. Neozelandeses, neozelandesas. Excelente. Let's finish this. 26. Let's go. We have an L, we have an A. Marie Curie fue una física que descubrió el polonio. What is our answer here? Marie Curie fue una física que descubrió el polonio. So as you can see, it ends in A, and we have 3 syllables. Marie Curie fue una física que descubrió el polonio. Lisa is betting for Polonia. That's the country. Well done. Now, how do we call the people from Polonia? Julia is betting for Polana. Almost. That's a really well guess, but the answer would be Polaka. Una física polaca. And a man would be polaco. Polaca, polaco. Excelente. Continuamos. Vamos con 27 down. Starts with A. Angela Merkel, Heidi Klum y Anne Frank son muy conocidas en el mundo. Angela Merkel, Heidi Klum y Anne Frank son muy conocidas en el mundo. So, what is our answer here? How do we call people from that country? Angela Merkel, Heidi Klum y Anne Frank son what? ¿De qué país? What country? What nationality? Is it feminine? Is it singular? Is it plural? So we have Julia telling us Allemand. That is French. That is really well done in French. Hazel is telling us Alemanas with double L. Lisa is betting for Almedenses. And then we have our answer from Carrie. Excellent, Carrie. Alemanas. Son mujeres alemanas. So they are German. And Germany, we say Alemania. Alemania. Muy bien. Let's go to number 28. We have an A in the middle. Las geishas, el sushi y el monte Fuji son íconos. Las geishas, el sushi y el Monte Fuji son íconos. Muy bien, Lisa. Tenemos nuestra respuesta. Japoneses. Japoneses. And really well spotted because I was trying to trick you guys with that geishas, which is feminine, plural, but because we have sushi and Monte Fuji, we have to use it in masculine. So Julia, muy bien, japoneses. Lisa, japoneses. Excelente. 29. Los que viven en La Habana pueden disfrutar de un clima agradable todo el año. Los que viven en La Habana pueden disfrutar de un clima agradable todo el año. What do we have? So, Lisa is betting for los cubanas. You guys agree? Los cubanas, los cuba que viven en La Habana pueden disfrutar de un clima agradable todo el año. In this case, it has to be los cubanos. When we talk about a nationality in general, we use the masculine version. So, Carrie, cubanos, excelente. Hazel, cubanos. Karen, cubanos. And that is our answer. I know it's unfair because, it tends to be masculine all the time, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. So when you talk about a nationality in general, we favor, not favor, we use all the time, actually, the masculine version. And guess what, guys? We're going to do the last one. Let's see. 30. Número 30. Rafael Nadal es uno de los deportistas más galardonados de la historia reciente. Rafael Nadal es uno de los deportistas más galardonados de la historia reciente. Galardonado means that he's been awarded a lot. He has won a lot of prizes. Rafael Nadal es uno de los deportistas más galardonados de la historia reciente. What do we have? So remember, this ends in L. Español. Españolas. And Hazel is giving us the answer. Muy bien. Españoles. Españoles. So masculine for españoles. Same rule as the franceses. Español, españoles. Carry, también españoles. Excelente. And that concludes our crossword for today. So, really, really well done, guys. That was amazing. It's not easy always to remember how to accord the nationalities to what we are trying to express, especially when we have these little rules and that we need to follow every time. But that was really well done. So I wish you a happy Saturday. If you have any questions, of course, you can let me know on a message. Karen is saying, I thought he was Canadian, Rafael Nadal. It happens, sometimes we don't know where these famous people are from. But yeah, he could be Canadian. Why not? Hazel, muchas gracias. De nada, Hazel. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to see you guys. Karen, gracias, Carlos. These are really useful to learn. I know. I mean, it's always like one of these topics that we have seen before when we start learning Spanish, but I think we always have to bring them back and revising. Otherwise, we tend to forget if we don't use them. Liza, brilliant. Thanks. Thank you for coming, Liza. Liz, thank Carlos. Really great. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for joining. So, as I said, if you have any questions or if you have something to say, you can always send me a message. And I will see you next Saturday. Next Saturday is going to be a live quiz. So I'm going to try to make something about grammar. Any ideas? Let me know. See you next time. Enjoy your sunny Saturday and happy learning. Hasta luego. Adios.